out of all the business models and income streams that I talked about in this video series, my favorite one is building an email list. And with an email list, you could promote products to your fans and your subscribers time and time again. And basically, you'll just have more opportunities to promote things to them if you have a list. And another great thing about it is that you don't want to be too dependent on YouTube. YouTube can shut down your channel anytime, as they've done to many other YouTubers. So it's a way for you to gain your independence from YouTube just in case. Having an email list is also a great way for you to build a relationship with your fans and your subscribers. And of course, you may have heard of the saying, the money is in the list. I promote affiliate products every day to my list and earn money every day because of that. And aside from affiliate products, you can also promote your own products and merchandise. You can promote your Patreon page. You could just simply let them know of your latest videos. And basically, you could promote business models that I talked about in the previous videos. And it goes without saying, you should provide value as well to your list by giving them free tips and advice every once in a while, and not just always trying to sell them something. Now, when it comes to building your list, you will need some tools. You will need to build a squeeze page. A squeeze page is a web page that you need to collect email addresses from your leads. And although you can create it for free, there are video tutorials on YouTube for that. It's probably easiest for you just to use a tool. There are free and paid tools for creating squeeze pages. You just have to search for whatever is the right one for you. Another tool you'll need is an autoresponder. And an autoresponder allows you to collect leads, or build a database of subscribers, and automates several things such as sending out your thank you emails and other types of emails to your list, and also allows you to segment your list. And the autoresponder that I use is GetResponse. I've been using that for almost 10 years now. However, there are several autoresponders out there, so again, do your research and find whatever is the right one for you. So when you're creating a squeeze page and you're trying to get people to opt into your list, I do recommend that you offer a free gift. You could write up a free report. You could also just buy the rights to some ebooks or other types of products. But again, you could just spend a few minutes just writing a list of top tips, and it doesn't have to be 20 pages long. It could just be 1 or 2 pages long. Okay, so once you have your squeeze page set up, you would put a link in your YouTube description. You would say something to the effect of get more free tips from me here, or get your free video here. So for example, if you have a weight loss or a fitness channel, you could say something like, click here to find the best, or to find the 10 tips on how to get six-pack abs.
So what is Patreon? Well, you can think of it as a membership platform where creators can get paid easily for the content that create. Okay, and Patreon, which you're looking at right now, is a Patreon website, patreon.com. I suggest you go and take a look at this, and it'll show you all the benefits of joining Patreon. And basically, you can choose to get paid every month or for every time you release new content. And that's something that I recommend to you, if you can do, is to choose to get paid for every time you release content if you do it frequently, because you'll just get paid more and you'll have more motivation to create content. Now, Patreon is not just for YouTubers, it's also for influencers from other social media platforms. It's also for musicians, for business people, and almost anybody, as long as you have an audience that wants to support what you're doing. Now, as an example, let me just show you what your Patreon page will look like. Okay, I'm going to go to this YouTuber's Patreon page. Her name is Sylvie Von Douglas Itu, and basically she makes videos about the sport of Muay Thai. And as you can see here, she has over 1,194 patrons to be exact, that are paying her every month or every time she releases new content. But if she's getting paid every month, and let's say she's getting paid $1, that's You know, she's getting paid over $1,000 a month. If she's getting paid $10 a month from these people, you know, that's $10,000 a month, okay? And as you can see here, this is where you would put your goals, and there's a progress bar here saying, showing people how far it is like getting complete. And it shows here that it's 100% complete, and this is where you explain your goal. This is your video where you get to tell people who you are and give them reasons why they should donate or pay you and support you. Okay, and you could put some text here for your description and also what you are about. And on the right side here, it shows the rewards and different tiers that your patrons can join. So if someone joins for $1 or more per month, she's listed all the benefits or the rewards that they'll get. And if you want to pay $5 per month, she's got that tier here, and she lists the rewards, or basically the type of content, exclusive content, that you will receive if you are a $5 per month member. And it keeps going up. There's also a $10 tier, $15 or more, $35, and I'll just keep going down. She has several tiers here. I'm just going to see what the highest level is. And here it's $250 or more per month. That is the highest tier that she has, and that is for somebody to officially sponsor her. Now, in the next video, I'm going to give you more reasons why you should join Patreon. So why should you use Patreon? Well, if you're a YouTuber and you have a small channel, it's possible to make at least 4 figures per month if you're able to use Patreon effectively. Or if you're an influencer from other social media platforms, you don't necessarily have to be a YouTuber. Or if you're a musician, a businessman, etc., you don't need a large list of subscribers, or you don't need a large fan base or audience to be able to make a living from your work. There are more than 2,000 video creators making more than $1,000 each month on Patreon. And Patreon allows you to get away from the traditional ad format where you get paid for ads being placed on your YouTube videos. Instead, you're going to be able to be supported by the people who watch your content. And that's what I love about Patreon. Okay, so you can earn a sustainable income while retaining full creative control, and it allows fans to connect with you on a whole new level. Setting up your Patreon account is pretty straightforward, but let me just give you some quick pointers here. When setting up your Patreon, keep it simple at first so you can just get it off the ground as soon as possible. You don't have to set up everything right away. And to make it faster setting up, just use your YouTube channel cover art and profile picture and put them on your Patreon account. You want to make your Patreon page look the same as your YouTube channel anyways. And that'll make it easier for those who want to join and recognize that it is your Patreon page. Now, your video that asks people to join should be short, preferably around 2 minutes. And it has to be to the point because people have short attention spans. For example, just tell people what goes behind the scenes so that they understand the hard work and the money required to produce your YouTube videos. In the text area, you have to explain where the donated money is going to be contributed to. You also want to create a special thank you video for your patrons because you want them to like you as a person. And make this video private on YouTube so others can't see it. Lastly, try to create a community amongst your patrons. For example, you can provide links to articles related to your niche and provide your comments on these articles. You can also add content that's different from the content on your YouTube channel and your blogs. Now, you're going to have to show what your goals are to your potential patrons, and you have to make these goals attainable so that people can see that your goals are being reached. And as I showed you in a previous video on Sylvie's Patreon account, there's a progress bar on there, and it shows how much of your goal has been completed. So try to create 3 to 5 goals it's been shown that high earning creators tend to have multiple goals. Okay, and having more than one goal increases your chance of success because they keep both patrons and creators motivated and help drive the momentum of pledges in your first month. Just don't have too many goals because that may be too excessive and it may overwhelm your patrons. Now, if you remember in a previous video where I showed you Sylvie's Patreon account, her rewards were shown on the right side of the page. And in my opinion, it's your rewards that you offer to your patrons that's going to determine your success with your membership. So in this video, I just want to give you some tips when it comes to offering rewards. In the next video, though, I'm going to give you examples of rewards that you can offer. Okay, but for now, let's just go through some tips here. You want to have at least 5 reward tiers. For example, you can offer a $3 tier, a $7, $15, $25, $50, and $100 one. Okay, and a $5 tier tends to be the most popular, but I recommend people to have an expensive one in there, such as $100 or even $200 and up. And I believe some people even have over $1,000. Now you want to grow it slowly, because if you have too many reward levels, it'll confuse and overwhelm people. Now let me just give you one quick example of a reward that you can offer. One reward that you can give is to list the patrons' names at the end of your videos. This also allows you to mention or promote your Patreon account in a genuine way. You have to be willing to experiment and try new things. Rewards can be changed and discontinued. Just be transparent with your audience and let them know what you're changing. You want to keep the popular rewards and remove the unpopular ones. And try to offer rewards that benefit your community. And offer as much value as you can for your rewards and continually optimize your rewards. Now let me give you another example here. One musician in particular, what he did was he offered a reward tier for $1 per month where people were able to get their names on his new CD. So if you paid him $1 per month, you would get your name on his upcoming CD. And this actually enabled them to generate around $1,000 per month. Now I know this example may not apply to you, but I'm just letting you know the potential of Patreon, and if you're creative with your rewards, payoff can be pretty good. So try your best to be creative and brainstorm of what types of rewards you can offer. And when thinking of rewards to create, don't create rewards that will take too much of your time unless it's for a high-priced reward. So offer rewards that will go along with what you're already doing. For example, just offering to put their names at the end of your videos. You can also try to think of what you want from your favorite creators to get ideas. Now, just to give you another example, that musician that I talked about in the previous example, he also offers a $250 tier in which he offers a valuable service that wasn't even related to his music. I believe what he did was just offer to create Facebook ads for his customers just because that was a skill of his, and he'd been doing that for years. So this allowed him to get to $2,000 per month on Patreon in only a few months of starting his Patreon account. Here are several examples of rewards that you can offer. Now I've made a long list here, so I'm just going to quickly read off this list. First of all, the top 5 highest earning tiers for video creators are the bonus and exclusive content, early access to your primary content, physical rewards and merchandise, access to Patreon-only polls, and recognition of patrons. Now, as you may know, not every reward type fits every creator. So here are several more examples of rewards that are being used by others. Okay, you can make behind the scenes videos that are informative. So You can just show your notes, for example. So you don't even have to create a video. Actually, you can just show your notes, outlines, rough content, and other ingredients in your videos that you have to make anyways. Okay, another type of behind the scenes videos or content you can make is one that's more personal, that shows behind the scenes of what your life is like, and just a way for people to feel more connected to you. Another example is to provide a gated library of content. In a previous video, I showed you the Patreon account of Sylvie, who is a Muay Thai or kickboxing fighter, and she provides content as her reward. She provides hours of videos of her being trained by coaches. Now on YouTube, she just provides some free videos, but it's just a few minutes long. It's just providing a tip of the iceberg basically on YouTube. Okay, you could also provide gated video courses. So just make courses, how-to courses, and these will only be available to your patrons. You could also make premium videos that are better quality, that have more content than the ones that you post on YouTube. You could also make additional videos. You can make new content, mini-series, and special segments. You could have provide improved access to the creator or to yourself. You could create community access. So for example, you could use a platform such as Discord and have a community. You don't really have to participate in there, but it'll just be a community for people that are following you, and for them to communicate with each other. You could also provide supplemental materials. So for example, if you're a musician, you could provide the music sheets, and if you're an illustrator, you could provide the Photoshop files. Okay, so I'm just going to scroll down the list here. You could also offer fan participation. There's a band that offers their fans to be in their music videos. I think they charge $1,000 per video. I think that's part of the reward, because as you know, you could charge your patrons per month, on a per month basis or on a per content basis. So I think they're charging per content, so it's $1,000 per music video they make. They'll allow you to be in the video. Another way you could do this is, if you're not a musician, you could just have people participate in your regular YouTube video, or you could just have a Skype, or just have them shoot a video of themselves and send that to you, and you'll just put that video in your YouTube video. You could also offer live streaming. You could offer personalized services. Now for personalized services, you can charge a higher price. So for example, you could charge anywhere between 100 to even 1,000 or more, depending on the service that you're offering. You could offer consulting services, one-on-one coaching, etc. Okay, you could also offer Q&A sessions. You could offer digital signature or a digital poster. So what you can do is, by using Photoshop, you can put your signature on top of an image and allow patrons to download it. Another example is for you to follow them on Twitter and also do a shout out. You can also provide access to your ideas list, brainstorms, and show notes, and also give them your list of ideas for a particular video. You could also let them decide on a vlog topic, and you could also offer them access to a private email list or a Facebook group. If you want to grow your Patreon account, you have to strategize and aim to double or triple the number of patrons you have every year. So you have to keep an eye on your analytics, and your Patreon account will provide this data for you. And you always have to brainstorm on how you can double your subscriptions. Now, when you're promoting a Patreon account, try to talk about it on your own website as well, because a lot of people, they don't know how to navigate the Patreon website. It's not really user friendly. I mean, if I were to visit someone's Patreon website, and this is my first time visiting any type of Patreon website, I may get confused. So it's up to you to try to explain the rewards in your own website or in your own videos, blog, or in any other platform that you can. And the better your rewards, the easier it'll be for you to promote it, because you'll want to talk about it, right? You'll want to let people know about your awesome rewards and try to promote them in as many places as you can, such as social media, your email newsletters, in your other products, in your YouTube videos, etc. And keep in mind that over a third of Patreon's traffic is from social media. Now, as important it is to get new patrons, it's also important to keep them. So on your dashboard, it's important to read the patron exit surveys so you can see why people stopped supporting you. And one of the keys to getting new patrons and also keeping your patrons is engagement. You have to engage with them, try to post content on your Patreon account, and try to answer all their questions. So now let's go and find some brands to work with. There's actually dozens of platforms in which you can open an account and you can find brand deals on there. These platforms were created so that influencers and brands can connect with each other. Now, just for those who aren't familiar with the term influencer, it's anybody that has an audience. So if you're a YouTuber, if you have an Instagram account, so basically if you have a social media account and you have followers, and you are considered an influencer. Okay, and usually in these platforms, the brand or the company will post a job and invite influencers to apply. You would submit a proposal, and if accepted, you and the brand discuss more details and payment. And if you do finally get approved by that company, then you'll create your content, post it on YouTube, and that brand will pay you. Popular websites for finding brands are FameBit and Grapevine. Another way to find brands is just by doing a Google search. Okay, you just find companies related to the topic of your channel. Look for companies in your niche, but the trick here is to find somebody that has authority to sign off on these deals. You have to find the right person to talk to, because if you are talking or in communication with somebody and they don't have the authority to sign off on these deals, then you are wasting your time. Okay, so the person you are looking for in most cases is a chief marketing officer. So you'd have to look at the brand's corporate website to find their contact information, and it can be hard to find who it is. So you can search through the company's press releases, find out who's in charge of marketing. You can also find their names in trade magazines. Now, one way to find the most current chief marketing officer is by doing a Google search for these terms. Type in marketing magazine and then type in the brand name. So let's say it's Reebok, the shoe company. So type in marketing magazine Reebok and the current year. Okay, and then type in appointed. Lastly, do not approach the brand's advertising agencies, because you are sort of competing with them and they have their own budgets that they're dealing with. You really have to hustle when it comes to finding brands. Most YouTubers will actually just wait to be contacted, and only a few people will try to contact brands every day. And it's these YouTubers who find the most success with brand deals and sponsorships. Okay, so now once you find brands to work with, how do you approach them? Well, when you first email them, you have 10 seconds to grab their attention, tell them who you are and how you can bring value to them. Okay, you have to keep in mind that it's not all about you. You need to be the solution to their problems. So find out what their problems are. Provide them stats such as who your demographics are and how many views per video you get. You're also going to want to have a website that gives more details about you, because they'll probably research you as well. Now, when your mentality when it comes to approach to them is to think like an agency, okay? And you have to do your research on the brand. Even look at their past marketing campaigns from the past several years. And you know what? It doesn't matter how good your idea is, it matters how tailored it is to their needs. Okay, you can also give them a preview of the type of video that you're going to create for them. And another thing is, don't be the first to give your price. Instead, ask them what their budget is and that you'd love to work around their budget. And lastly, you have to be able to deal with rejection after all your hard work, because rejection is part of the process. You're going to get rejected a lot, but in the long run, all your hard work will pay off. Now, before you charge brands for your services, it's important to know your worth so that you can be confident in what you charge companies, because you may be more valuable than you perceive. You have to have the mentality that if they reject you, it's their loss. They're the ones who are missing out on marketing to your niche. And you have to realize that it costs a lot of money for companies to create content. They have to pay money to hire actors and production costs, etc. So they see a lot of value in your channel because you're creating the content for them already. Okay? And brands spend thousands of dollars on spots, on ad spots, on social media that don't even convert much. So they're used to spending a lot of money. And most YouTubers don't know that. So they don't know how to price themselves when being approached by brands. Now, here are some metrics to determine your brand deal value. Your engagement rate, how specific is your niche. The more specific your niche is, the more money you're worth. So even if you have a small channel, you're possibly worth more than a channel that is not in a specific niche. Some people who have only 30,000 subscribers or even much less than that are earning a full-time income. I'm talking 6 figures per year just because their niche is very specific. So try to deal with brands who are targeting your specific audience, not just the brands who are trying to target a general niche, because you'll get paid more from these brands. Another metric to determine your brand deal value is your reach, and also the time of year plays a factor in how much you'll get paid. Generally around Christmas season, November and December pay the most. Your value also depends on your idea and strategy for how you're going to market their product. Your value also depends on your production fees. So for example, you can charge 15% of your production fees. And your value also depends on how hot you are at the moment or how popular you are. So basically, micro influencers, people who have between 1,000 to 100,000 subscribers are in demand right now and are worth more. And micro influencers have higher engagement rates, probably because they're able to respond back to comments, since they do have a smaller audience and they have the time to respond back to everybody. Okay, and lastly, just want to let you know that doing live videos will get you great results as well because of the high engagement. So companies are willing to spend a lot of money to get exposure if you decide to do a live video. Some big brands actually use a formula when determining how much to pay. And you know what? There's no magic formula when trying to determine how much you should charge big brands for these deals and sponsorships. And there's so many variables that come into play, and there's different strategies that you can use. I mean, one variable that comes into play is what type of video are you going to make? Are you going to make a video that's dedicated to just talking about the product, or a video where you briefly mention the product? Okay, a dedicated video is worth around 3 times more than a video where you just briefly mention the product. If you've never done brand deals before, a good starting point is to ask for $50 per 1,000 views that you get on average. You can also charge less for products that you already like and use, because these are easier to incorporate and appear more natural in your videos. And then you would charge more for products that you wouldn't use but your audience might like. For someone with a channel of 20,000 subscribers, you can expect brands to offer you around $250 to $500 to make a video that promotes their product. Now, one strategy that you can use, and this is something that barely anybody does, is to offer them a multiple video deal where they'll get a lower rate per video. So you're going to be giving them a deal, and it's going to work in their favor as well, because they're offering to pay between $250 to $500 anyways per video from other influencers. But here you are, you're offering to make videos, multiple videos for $200. So you're going to be saving them a lot of money in the long run. And what you're going to do in these videos is you're going to do your regular content and offer the brand a 30-second ad spot in each video. So the great thing about this is you're just doing your regular content and you're not really compromising the quality or the value of your content in the eyes of your audience. You're just doing your regular thing, but you're just offering a 30-second ad spot in each of these videos. Companies usually spend thousands of dollars to produce a 30-second ad spot anyways. They're going to be familiar with this process. Another great thing about this strategy is that you can try to get long-term deals with brands. So instead of just going for a week or a month, you could sign a 5-month deal with a brand and have revenue coming in for the next few months. And that'll go a long way in terms of paying your bills, and just knowing that you have revenue coming in will help you a lot. Here's another pricing method that you can use. Instead of charging based on views, which is hard to predict, try to charge based on ROI, or return on investment. If a brand's product is selling for, say, $500 and you charge $500 to do a video for them which promotes their product, then they only have to make one sale to break even. Your engagement rate is a good indicator of how well their offer might convert. And if you have affiliate marketing data, that can also be a good indicator of how well their offer will convert. You also have to know how many views your videos get in that type of category, or whenever you review these types of products. So if these videos that usually make for these types of products usually get, say, 1,000 views, and your conversion is 3%, that's 30 sales they can expect. 30 sales of a $500 product is a lot of money. So you have to figure out how much is the brand willing to pay for these types of results. You can go with an ROI-based model based on how much revenue you are likely to generate for the brand, and then what's appropriate to charge for that potential, and what would it take for them to break even. You have to work this into your pitch and communicate it effectively. Lastly, try to position it as them not paying for the content, but paying for editing and production work, and you consulting them on what would appeal to your audience. If you approach brands from this perspective, you might be able to retain creative control and make sure that everyone is getting value. Welcome to this video series in which I'm going to be sharing with you several tips on how to drive traffic to your YouTube channel and to also get more clicks and more views on your videos. A lot of traffic courses focus on how to drive traffic to their websites, but you know what? To many people and businesses, their main site is their YouTube channel. And a lot of people don't know this, but what separates YouTube from other social media sites is that YouTube is actually the second largest search engine in the world. So having a YouTube channel is a great strategy to get traffic to your business. Some YouTubers have several thousand, if not hundreds of thousands of people viewing their videos every day. And once you have thousands of people coming to your channel, there are so many ways to monetize all this free and organic traffic. So make sure you check out the following videos in which I'm going to show you how to drive traffic to your YouTube channel. When it comes to driving traffic to your YouTube videos and your YouTube channel, my preferred traffic method is SEO, or search engine optimization. And that's because SEO is free, organic, and who wouldn't love getting thousands of views on your videos every day while you sleep without paying for traffic and without posting on social media? So in this video, I'm going to share a few tips on SEO. Okay, so first thing is YouTube favors longer videos because they want people to stay on YouTube longer. It makes sense, right? YouTube also values the watch time, which is the amount of time people take to watch your videos, and they prefer this over keywords and other SEO techniques. If you have a higher watch time, the higher you'll show up in the search results. So try to focus on increasing your watch time during the first week that your video is published. YouTube also favors videos that are first watched by people when they first land on YouTube. So for example, you go on YouTube and the first video that you see there, or the first video that you click on, is my video on how to lose weight in 24 hours. Okay, and if enough people, or the majority of people, are clicking on my video first before anybody else's videos, this video is going to rank high on YouTube, because YouTube puts a lot of value in these videos that are getting people's attention and getting them to enter into their site or into their system. Because basically, once people finish watching a video, as you may already know, there's going to be suggested videos that are going to be recommended to them. So they're going to end up watching more videos. So basically, they look at your video as an entry point to watching more videos, if that makes sense. There's also a misconception out there that YouTube ranks videos based on who has the highest amount of subscribers, and that's not true. Another thing is, you'll get more views simply by making more videos, and the greater the content, the better, because with great content comes more watch time, more likes, and all the things that will be seen as favorable by YouTube's algorithm. Now make sure to use the keywords in YouTube's search predictions when you're creating your titles, or even if you're thinking of what video to make, you could look at YouTube's search predictions or suggestions to get ideas of which videos to make based on popular topics. So let me just give you an example here. So I'm here on youtube.com, and you just go to the search box, and let's just say I'm going to type in how to lose weight. Okay, well, as soon as I type in how to lose, you'll see that YouTube is already predicting or making suggestions here, and these are all popular search terms. Okay, so you could use these as keywords or make videos on these topics. So let's just say I even get more specific: how to lose weight. Okay, how to lose weight in 4 easy steps, how to lose weight in a week, how to lose weight overnight, and so on. Lastly, I want to recommend a tool called Tubebuddy.com, and basically it's a Chrome extension that you install that helps create keywords for you, and it helps optimize your SEO, and also helps you grow your channel in general. This is a popular tool that's recommended by other YouTubers, and I've recently started using this myself. It also provides great statistics, and it does a whole bunch of other things. So I highly recommend you go to their site first at tubebuddy.com, and make sure you check out all the things that it can do for your YouTube channel. There are many types of social media platforms that you can use to promote your YouTube channel. But in this video, I'm just going to talk about 2 of them. I'm going to talk about Facebook and Instagram. Now, when you're posting on Facebook, just keep in mind that Facebook doesn't like people putting links on there that will take people away from Facebook. So don't just put a YouTube link on there, because otherwise Facebook will not let your post be seen. So just put the videos directly on there, and make sure to tell viewers to subscribe or take some form of action that is beneficial to your channel. For example, you could tell them to also hit the like button, or to check out more videos by clicking on the links on the video. And in the beginning, when you first create your YouTube channel and you don't have too many views or subscribers, what you can do is you can create a Facebook fan page and use your personal Facebook account to promote your Facebook fan page and also your YouTube channel. But it is difficult to use Facebook to promote your YouTube channel. And probably one of the best social media platforms to promote your YouTube channel is Instagram. I think it goes hand in hand with YouTube. However, in my opinion, it's best to use Instagram as more of a branding tool. So don't just use Instagram to promote your latest videos, but to also promote yourself and your brand. Another source of traffic that you can use is Reddit, which is also known as the first page of the internet, just because of the amount of traffic that this website gets, especially on the front page of this website. So if you are able to get your ads or links shown here on the first page of Reddit, you're going to get a large amount of traffic. Of course, it's easier said than done. Now, if you're not familiar with Reddit, it's a page where people post all types of things. It could be articles, of videos, images, it could be almost anything. And basically, the more upvotes you get, the higher your listing will show up on their site. So it's incredibly hard to show up on the first page of Reddit. So what I recommend you do is to focus on subreddits. And a subreddit is a section on Reddit which is focused on a certain type of topic. So basically you could focus on different niches here, and there are several, I don't know exactly how many, there are probably dozens or even hundreds of subreddits. So I'm on the home page here of Reddit, and you could just go to my subreddits if you're logged in. You could click on any of these links here. You could do a search. You could also go to more. So let's just click on that, and you could do a search for almost anything. Let's just say search for six-pack abs. Okay, so you could find subreddits that are focused on fitness. One thing that's worth noting is that people that use Reddit do not like marketers, and they do not like being sold to or being advertised to. So if they think that you are trying to advertise something, you will get called out for it. Okay, so don't make it obvious that you're advertising your videos or you're trying to sell something to the people on Reddit. Also, make sure to read their guidelines before you start using their site. And I believe each subreddit has their own set of guidelines as well. So before you start posting your links that promote your YouTube channel, I recommend that you post other content on there that adds value to the community and that's not really selling anything or even promoting your business, just so people know that you're there to add value and you're making good contributions to the community. And of course, it's also a great way for you to get familiar with the site and how things work. A great way to get more traffic and views on your videos is through collaboration with other YouTubers. You can collaborate with others who have similar sized amounts of subscribers and similar niches. And if you provide great content and you have a skill that you can leverage off of, bigger YouTubers might even want to collaborate with you. Okay, and you can also collaborate with other YouTubers to create a network of videos that drive traffic to each other. Because when you're watching videos on YouTube, YouTube has a list of suggested videos along the side of that video, and most of these videos are related to the video that you're watching. So you can collaborate with other YouTubers to create videos of similar topics that hopefully YouTube will put on along the side or where they put the suggested videos, so that you guys will help each other into driving traffic to each other's videos. Okay, or you could just help create videos together and promote each other's YouTube channels. Now, before contacting YouTubers, I recommend that you add some good quality comments first on their videos so that they'll notice you and know who you are. And who knows, they might even subscribe to you if they notice you and they like your comments and they like the videos that you're putting out there. Okay. Now, if you want to look for YouTubers to collaborate with, aside from just looking on YouTube, you could also go to a site called yttalk.com, and that's a forum for YouTubers. Now, if you have the time and you really want to hustle, then I suggest you go and comment on as many related videos as you can, because a certain percentage of the audience of those videos that you're commenting on will probably also click on your profile picture and check out your videos. And as I've said in another video too, when you comment on other YouTubers' videos, that YouTuber, the person that created those videos, might also notice you and even subscribe to your channel. And the more you comment, the more that these channel owners will notice you, and the more likely that they'll want to collaborate with you. Now, keep in mind, when you're trying to get traffic with your comments, people will more likely click on your profile picture if you have an eye-catching picture. Having a nice profile pic can make people want to go to your channel when they see your pic in the comment section. But word of advice though, to not blatantly just promote your channel in the comments section. The comment section is for people to share good information and just to have fun with each other. Okay, so try to make some good quality comments, and you never know which comments are going to get popular and get lots of views. Here are some more quick tips for you to drive more traffic to your channel and to get more views on your videos. I can't stress the importance of thumbnails enough. An eye-catching thumbnail will grab attention and will result in more clicks. Okay, so if you want to create a thumbnail, what you do is you go to canva.com. This is a free tool, and when you register on there, create your free account, you'll be able to use all their templates. They have templates for e-covers, website banners, and social media banners, and they also have one for YouTube thumbnails. And what you could also do is, if you want to get some ideas, go look at thumbnails on YouTube that get your attention and try to model your thumbnail after those that get your attention. Now, creating good content is what ultimately will make your videos go viral. If you don't have good content yet, do not worry. Just keep making videos and be persistent, because eventually you'll get better at making good content. Even the top YouTubers who are making 6 or 7 figures a year, when they first started out, a lot of their content was not good as well. And make sure to optimize your home page, such as your channel trailer, your featured channels, and your featured videos. Another way to get traffic to your videos is just by emailing and texting your subscribers. So in your videos, in the description, try to put in a link to a squeeze page or to your website where you can collect their email addresses. Now, I'm not going to go into detail on how to create a squeeze page or a landing page because that's beyond this course, and that's for another course. But you could also go on YouTube and learn how to create squeeze pages and landing pages, and those are basically where people would fill in their contact information in return for a gift, such as a free ebook or a checklist or some tips or a newsletter. Okay, you can also put links to your other videos in your video description as a way of getting more traffic to your other videos. Okay, and let's not forget about physical promotion, word of mouth, and just using business cards when you go out. Okay, you could also have your own website or blog, create content on there and drive traffic to your channel and your videos through your blog posts. You can also look for videos that have a lot of views and make videos on similar topics. And lastly, what you could do if you are in the travel niche and maybe even in the eating or the food niche is you could put pictures on Google Maps at different locations and put links in those pictures to your YouTube channel.